What's up, guys? Real Mirror B here. So today I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a more laid-back video. Just going over some of my thoughts about Johto coming up here soon. Just talk about some of the things I keep hearing about. When I think it's gonna happen. A big thing I want to talk about is the apricorn system, because a lot of people are asking about it, and I kind of just want to give my thoughts on it. So, yeah. So, for starters, when do I think Johto's going to come out? So, the time frame we were given was spring of this year. I think it's going to be more towards the end of spring. Just because I feel like the devs really want to polish it and make sure that it's enjoyable and ready to go for launch. So naturally they won't put as much time into it as they can to make that happen. Another thing I want to kind of go over is I still see a lot of people talking about a potential free shiny Gyarados at the Lake of Rage. That's not going to happen. It's been confirmed that it's not going to happen by the developers themselves, so I don't know what they're going to do with it, but it's confirmed that that's not going to happen at all. So I don't know what they're gonna do, if they're just gonna replace it with a normal Gyarados fight, if they're going to make it uncatchable, if they're going to make it into like, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. That's completely up in the air right now. Yeah, I don't have any ideas on that, but what we do know is it's not going to be shiny, so yeah, that's kind of not going to happen. So my next thing I wanted to talk about, which I'm probably going to go a bit more in depth about, is the apricorn system. So for those of you who don't know, apricorns are similar to berries, but instead of being consumable, like usable items, they're used to give to a certain NPC to make Pokeballs with, special kinds of Pokeballs. So we have the white apricorn, or I should explain how to get them a bit more first. So they're similar to berries in that they grow on trees and you're supposed to pick them, but you don't plant and harvest them like berries. I don't know if the devs are going to change this at all, but I know in Heart Gold and Soul Silver at least, you can harvest one apricorn from each apricorn tree once a day. Like I said, I don't know if the PokeMMO devs are going to change that at all for balancing reasons, or if the system is even going to be in the game, which I assume that it is because it's a part of the region, but I can't say for sure because we don't have any information outside of that we're not getting a shiny Gyarados and that it's coming. That's about the only info we have right now, so take everything I say with a grain of salt because it's all just speculation. But yeah, that aside, apricorns, you get to pick one every certain time period. You don't plant them like berries, they just respawn once every certain amount of time period. So there's 7 different kinds of apricorns. Yeah, 7. So we have the blue so let's start with the white apricorn. So the white apricorns make a ball called the fast ball. So the fastball, basically, the faster the Pokemon, the higher the catch rate. I'm not sure how the exact formula works. Let me see if I can find it on the wiki here. Yeah, I don't know what the exact speed threshold is, but what wiki just says, if the Pokemon does not have a high speed, then it's 1 times catch rate, and if it does, it's 4. I don't know what a high speed is considered, but that's what the wiki says. Obviously, I don't know if the devs are going to change the catch rate at all, because they changed the catch rate on some balls. So the next Apricorn would be the green Apricorn, which would make the Friend Ball. So the Friend Ball is just a normal Pokeball, but if you catch a Pokemon in it, its base happiness is 200 instead of the base 70. So that's all that is. Heavy Ball. This is one that I find interesting. I feel like the Heavy Ball will have some kind of niche use, just for some rare mons and such. It catches heavier Pokemon easier. So if the Pokemon is less than 220 pounds, it has a -20 catch rate. If the Pokemon is between 220 and 440 pounds, then it's plus 0% catch rate. And if it's between 440 and 660, plus 20, and higher than 660, plus 30%. So, I feel like this one will have some sort of niche somewhere, just on the off chance that someone's like shiny hunting for a Whalmer, for example. Whalmer's a pretty heavy mon, I'm fairly certain, so that would be a good ball to try and bring that to. I'm not saying it will be used everywhere, but I feel like it'll have a use somewhere. Level Ball. So basically the Level Ball makes it so that if your Pokemon's a higher level than, I believe if your Pokemon is a higher level than the opponent's, you have a higher catch rate. So it goes all the way up to 8 times, I believe. I'm not sure of the exact stats, but I think it goes all the way up to 8 times normally. Obviously, devs can change that, balance it to where they need it to be. But if this thing has an 8-time catch rate, then I have a feeling it's going to be used somewhere for some sort of application, because 8 times catch rate is just ridiculous if they keep that. Alright, so the next ball, or I don't know if I mentioned this, but Heavy Ball is made by using the black Apricorn, and Level Ball is made by using the red Apricorn. I think I forgot to mention that. Apricorn, however you say it. I say Apricorn, so the pink Apricorn makes the Love Ball, which the Love Ball works better on Pokemon of the opposite gender of the one you have out. So basically, if it's the opposite gender, it's just straight up an 8 times catch rate, I believe. So obviously that's going to be a very, very, very good ball if it makes it into the game. If it makes it into the game at an 8 times catch rate like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts summed up on that one. I think that one's going to be kind of ridiculous if it stays an 8 times catch rate. So next we have the blue apricorn, which makes the lure ball. So this ball works better on Pokemon that are caught with a rod. So if you're fishing and you hook something, this ball will have a 3 times catch rate on it, pretty much. That's about it. It could be nice for people who are farming some harder to catch fishing mons. I don't think it's going to be super great, but I think it'll have a use somewhere. And then the moon ball, which is the yellow apricorn, I think this one's going to be pretty, I think the moon ball is going to be pretty useless, I'm going to be honest. It has a 4 times catch rate on anything that evolves with a moonstone. But there's not many mons that evolve with a moonstone, so yeah, that's kind of the problem with that one. There's like only a few mons that actually evolve with a moonstone, so that ball just seems kind of useless to me. So yeah, that's about it, really. I kind of really just wanted to go over some thoughts and give some of my thoughts on things to come in Johto. I think apricorns will have a market. I think they'll have a place in the market. I definitely think some of the apricorn balls are good. I definitely think that some are better than others. There's a few on here I think are going to be pretty useless. I don't see the friend ball being that good. I don't really see the fastball being that good. I could see the heavy ball having some use. Not a huge niche. I think the level ball is going to be really good. I think love ball is going to be really good. I think lure ball is going to be kind of mediocre. And moon ball is going to be completely useless. I think fastball, friend ball, moon ball, useless. Lure and heavy balls could have a niche, but I think love ball and level ball are where it's going to be at. So I think red apricorns and pink apricorns are going to have a pretty higher selling price than the rest of them, if I had to predict, just because I feel like those balls are going to be the best out of the two. And that's if everything stays the same. Obviously, there could be balancing changes. As I said, we don't know anything yet, so take everything I said with a grain of salt. I know I've repeated myself a few times, but I just really want to kind of drive that home, that we don't know anything yet, so don't expect anything that I've said to come true. But yeah, that's kind of just my thoughts on some things I've heard talked about a lot with Johto. Yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. And thank you for listening to my kind of tangent ramble style video, very unscripted. Not that I really script my stuff in the first place, but yeah, if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.